Hello guys and girls, how's it going? Screezilla here and I hope you're all well. And we have some new boats to test in the, well, naval combat mode. It looks like there are no destroyers in this mode. We have got the flagship, the Orombabut R301. Which I think that's a minesweeper from memory. The LS ship, which is a reserve vehicle, so this is obviously going to be the reserve ship, so the tier 1, which has tiny little guns on it. And we also get the concrete artillery type D1, which is a big old artillery boat made of concrete with a flak 88 on board, many guns, and a few depth charges. So let's take out the reserve boat, the rank 1 reserve boat. I think that's the only reserve boat here. So this is battle rating 1.0. And we also have the Chanel boat S38B, which is also a lower tier boat. So these are going to be like the low tier boats we first unlocked. So let's take out this. So we've got 15mm guns on board. Let's have a look. A few different belt layouts. The HE and sort of the AP variants. Let's take an extra one of those out and let's start out. So this is just really patrol boats and sort of corvettes. So this little thing is an absolute nippy little beast. So this is your reserve boat, and we do have says we've got a torpedo on board. So I'm wondering where they launch from, because I can't actually see any torpedoes on this boat, unless they're underwater torpedoes, which they might well be. Actually, there might be the internal torpedoes. Nope, they're at the back. There we go. So they're the rear torpedoes. So we've taken a hit there. We've only got the 15mm on board, but there'll be enough to do some serious damage to some smaller, lighter boats, of course. We're doing some good damage to our fellow little light reserve ship over there. We have got some flooding apparently. As you can see with this 15mm, we have it's in a little bull turret on top of the boat. Now let's head out to sea, Cap C. So we've only got a single 15mm on board this little boat. Very small crew. This is really just a maritime patrol vessel. It's not designed for, you know, epic ship-to-ship combat. Now it looks like we've taken a little bit of damage, but there's no obvious holes anywhere, so we seem to be fine. We've got full buoyancy. So let's see what's going around on sea, shall we? So yeah, this is really just your fast little patrol boat. Now you have the rear-facing torpedoes, which will launch and then come out after you. So it'll be interesting to see how they go once they go. Looks like we've got some shore batteries there. Somebody is capping C, so where are they? Can we spot them? Can we spot them? Yes, we can. Guns jammed up there. We are on fire. And we are dead. Already. So, yeah, not really much we can do against the larger patrol vessels in that little boat, obviously. Let us take out the ruin bod. So we've got the 37mm on board and the 20mm guns. Or should we take out the big flak? Let's take out the big flak boat. Let's take her out. Now this thing is designed for anti-aircraft predominantly. Looks like somebody was sneaking up behind us there, and we did manage to get some shots on them. But of course we've got the big old 88 on this thing as well. There's a plane up in the air. So hopefully our AAA will manage to destroy that guy. Because that's what we're designed for, is AAA basically. Now we have got a ship over there. We'll fire off the 88. A little bit. If we hit with that 88 though, we're going to cause some serious damage. Looks like we did do some serious damage there. We're just slowing down a little bit, so we damaged the engine. Speeding up a little bit, we've just got to get that shot on target. And they're dead. There is something behind us apparently. We'll keep an eye out for things. Now this thing is very unmaneuverable, of course, because it is just basically a giant concrete lump. Being a concrete ship, it's just very it's not designed for speed and maneuverability. It's basically designed to sit somewhere and just cause massive amounts of damage. Now if those 88s actually hit, then we will do some very good damage on that ship. It looks like we're a little bit short at the moment. Got some splash damage there. There we go, we're critical there. We managed to blow up the front compartment. Now these 88s of course are very powerful on the enemy ship. Blown out the second compartment, this guy's going to be flooding like heck. Blown out his engine. So it looks like tier 1 is possibly just going to be patrol boats and smaller vessels basically. And that's game over because we didn't get many caps, but interesting. So that's pretty much tier 1 gameplay. So it looks like they're doing the tier 1 stuff now. So kind of interesting to see there. Now, of course, using the reserve ship is not a good idea, because obviously the reserve ships are pretty poor. But let's head over to America and see what we get in that section. So we'll probably have to wait a little bit for a battle. So I might skip ahead on this section. I'll see how I go. Hopefully it won't be too long. Okay, and we are back. So we are now fighting with the Americans, good old US of A. So let's see what we get with their ships. Now I didn't take out all the German vessels, as I say. There are a couple of the minesweepers and sort of more of a corvette sort of style ship. So let's see what we have in America. Well, we've got the PT-71. So just a PT boat, got some 21-inch torpedoes, so 4 torpedoes on board. the sub chaser, which is basically a corvette. So on that, we've actually got the depth charges and also the bomb launchers, basically. 20mm guns on there. Also got a 76mm gun on board this one, so this one looks like it's going to be pretty deadly. So that is interesting. I will actually remove that and we'll take out a full set of the M42A1 shells because we need the HP. So the reserve ship is the PT6, which is a tiny little ship. It's got a 50 cal on board. I think it's got twin 50 cals, got torpedoes. Again, I think they're rear-launching torpedoes from memory. And we also get the choice of a couple of depth charges as well. And then finally is the 110-foot SC497, which again is more of a corvette. You've got a 40mm Bofors and 3 Oerlikon cannons on board. So, let's take out the reserve boat and see how well it goes. We might just check the ammo belts. I think we'll just stick with what we got. Let's take this out and let's see how we go. So this is the American reserve ship. They need to sort of do something to the artillery. Maybe have a longer artillery range on these ships because at the moment they seem a little bit small, a little bit sort of short. Now, of course, the 50 cal is probably not going to pen many of the larger boats, unfortunately. We're really going to have to go up against some of the smaller boats to be able to do any damage on them. As you can see, you've got twin 50 cals pointing forwards, just in little tiny turrets there. Enemy ship direct in front of us. Try and delete his deck crew. And we will artillery in the area as well. You never know, we might get some luck with those torpedoes, but we are dead in the water. The torpedoes are looking close, but he's died just before we got there. Ah, joy. We almost got to kill the torpedoes. Okay, let's take out the PC. The 451. This looks like an interesting ship. So I say this is technically a sub-chaser. It's really a it's what you'd call a corvette sort of style. Style of ship. Very poor maneuverability. Decent sized ship though, but we are going to lose this game pretty quickly because we have no cap points. Let's just see. We've got a dead ship there. We've got a ship way off in the distance. We'll try those 76mm. Just some blind shots over in yonder. They have smoked up. And there's an enemy ship right there, I think. Nope, it's dead. yeah, it does make it a bit tricky sometimes with actually trying to determine what's what. We've taken some serious damage somewhere along the line. We are flooding a little bit. Our secondaries are doing their job, but we are taking absolute hammering from the front there. That's where it's coming from. Turn our guns to this guy. And we are dead. So, fellow PC-41 there manages to get the guns off on us before we can get the guns off on him. So let's take out the SC now. The SC-497. See how this goes. Ooh, really nice spawn there. Now this guy is in our spawn area, of course, so managed to destroy him by taking out the 3 compartments. Well, we've got a lot of depth charges on board, of course, and these, it's got standard depth charges and launched depth charges by the looks of it. I think they need to do something with the map a little bit. It's a bit hard to spot enemy ships at the moment. And we've been knocked out again. So yeah, it's this mode is really pretty blah, in all honesty. It's just holding your guns down and seeing what happens. There's no real again, this feels like the first days of the beta test, in all honesty. There's no real skill because everybody's so close. It's just hold down the fire button and see who can shoot as many rounds first. It's almost like they've taken a step back. Yeah, not good news all in all for the naval combat. It's very boring. Yeah, I do wish we could actually get in this port view and see the ships actually as they are. But yeah, this is really not good news. Yeah. Things are not looking good for naval in that respect. Looks like we're taking a step towards more smaller ships instead of larger ships. And the smaller boats, it is just really hold your fire button and see who can kill who first by shooting a lot of munitions. Yep. Not impressed, that's what I'll say. Alright guys, well, hopefully things will change soon. If not, then naval is not looking good. Until next time, this is Screezilla out. Bye bye.